Today, I want to dive into 5 things that I keep private in my life and 5 things that I will keep private in my life moving forward in the future. Things that I think that you should keep private too. Okay, it's not just for me. I think you should keep these 5 things private in your life. But before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Julissa. This channel is for growth, healing, self-love, and real talk. If you're into that, stick around, subscribe, share, like. Let's get into today's video. Okay, so number one is marriage and relationship. I'm single, okay, but when I used to be in relationship, I used to share so much about my relationship. I remember the early days of Facebook, typing all the things that was going on with me and my boyfriend, the breakups and the this and the that, and everybody was putting comments under my relationship status of, oh my God, why did you break up? Oh my God, it was your fault and all of that, and then crazy. Okay, crazy. But I'm dating to marry. I'm presently single, but the ultimate goal in my life is to be married and to have a family if that is God's will for me. But if you are married, you need to keep your marriage and relationship extremely quiet. And I'm not saying this lightly. Okay, because the things that you're showing the world, some women will see what you have and think to themselves, I want that. You're innocently showing your family, your children, the fact that everything is going well with your husband, the gift that you're receiving, the fact that he's cooking for you, washing your hair, taking care of you. And as a woman that never envies other women's relationship, and I'm just happy for them, I don't understand how some woman sees that and think to themselves, I want that. I want him. Not that I pray that God brings something to me like that. There are women out there that will see what you have and say, I want that. And they will go after what you have and try to tempt your man, your husband, into him cheating and eventually breaking your covenant and leaving. Very recently, sadly, that happened to a very popular couple, Chrissy and Desmond. And although we don't know their relationship, we don't know what happened, I don't know what happened. I made a video about them speculating on what could have possibly happened. Was it that they got married too young or whatever? I also think that the fact that they were showing their relationship online to everybody was a big problem. We used to not have social media and have evil people around us that want bad things for us in our circle, in our churches, and all of that. But now we have strangers watching us and thinking to themselves, why do she think that she can have these things? There are people actively doing witchcraft on people online because you are happy. I know it's crazy, but it's true. And there are people that will see your husband treat you well or your wife being beautiful and think to themselves, I want that. And sadly, men falls way more into the trap than women. And I know this was a long number one, but it's very serious. It's that deep. It's that deep. Okay. But for me, I don't know when and if I will ever post my husband or a man, not because I don't trust him or anything like that, or that I wouldn't trust him. It's just that I don't trust the world. And if you care about something, someone, you keep it private. You protect what God has given you. Which brings me to number two. I don't have children, but keep your children private. In the midst of all the AI, and there has been people that has been arrested for making corn of children online. I don't even know why you would want to post your children. All those children, family stuff, a lot of people see these things and have good hearts. I am a person that doesn't see children as something that should be exploited. I see a family and I'm just like, oh, they're so cute. But it is very weird that we live in a world that there are a lot of people with extreme bad intention. Not even like that bad intention. I'm talking about like this, okay? The Epstein file type of bad intention. So knowing that we live in a world like that, I do not understand why you want to put your children out there. Although I know that my kids, if I have children, will be very beautiful, very cute, and I want to share them and I want to post them and I want everybody to see them because I think they're cute. Do not post your children. The world is evil and you protect what and who you love, and that should be your children as well. Number three, your life. I know that we live in a world of content creation, and I'm getting into content creation as well, where I'm sitting down in a corner. You don't need to know where I am. You don't need to know my life's business, where I work, what I do, what I drive, and none of that. Your life should be private. And I understand that there are people that are very deep into content creation to the point that we see when they travel, when they go out to eat, what they're wearing, where they're living, the street that they live in, the gym that they go to, like too much. Okay? Too much. Again, we do not know who is watching us. I have started late 2025 posting content, me talking on Instagram and stuff, and the amount of hate, people saying crazy things to me. And although a lot of people say good things, there has been people that has said scary things. So imagine if those people could find me because I post where I take my coffee. I used to post on my story where I take my coffee in my favorite coffee shop. I don't do that anymore. I'm protecting my coffee shop. I love my coffee shop. It is that serious. Like, there are dangerous people out there. And also, why are we in an era where we want people to see everything that we're doing? I feel like, yeah, do your content, but like on a surface level, very surface level. Like, people should not deeply know you too much. And I come here very authentic, like I am myself. But there's like a level to these things. You know what I mean? I don't agree that we should deeply know the content creators, that we should relate to people. No. Like, why do you need to relate to me for? You either like me, you don't. If you don't, move on. Like, that's okay. We don't need to be deeply into people's business. So that means that you don't need to deeply show your life to people. That's what I think. Number four is your goals and business ideas. Like, I have a very lengthy um reason for that, and I don't want to get too much into it, but if I want to tell you the short version of that, as someone that used to post a lot, like on Snapchat, everything that I used to do, like I'm going to school and all of that, like I'm opening my business, J Miller Design, and J Miller Design is still my baby and I'm still working on that. But while I was opening my business, I remember this girl wanted to open her business with me and only come to basically steal my ideas so she can open her own business, which, to be honest, at this point I wish her the best. Like, I'm not it's whatever. So maybe one day we'll get more deeply into that, but your business ideas and goals should stay between you and God, or you and people that can help you in those goals, that can guide you, you and your mentor, you and people that understand where you're going and what you're doing. Because some people are listening to you just to discourage you, to bring you down, or to basically tell you that's not possible, or they'll just come and steal and do the things that you had in mind. I don't need to share my business ideas, my goals. I'm just gonna go and do, and you'll see when you'll see. Number five. Number five is a little bit like number four. What you're praying and wishing for. What you're praying and wishing for should be between you and God, or between you and someone that believes with you. Jesus does say that if two of you come in agreement on something on earth, I will give it to you. So I'm paraphrasing, I will put the right verse here. He does say that if two of you or three of you come in an agreement of something that you want, I will give it to you. So if you're wishing and praying for something with someone that you know will believe with you, then okay. But a lot of people want you to do good, never better than them. So you'll tell them your dream, you'll tell them what you're praying for, what you're wishing for, and immediately, because they're always thinking of themselves and of their misery and the fact that they're not able to dream that big, immediately they're thinking to themselves, well, that's not possible, because that's not possible for you. Or they'll think, why would you pray for that? Why would you wish for that? Why is that what comes into your mind? What makes you think that that will happen for you? So they have this negative mindset about your prayers, what you're wishing for. And who knows, after you told that person what you're praying and wishing for, what they're then praying and wishing for you against what you're wishing for. Does that make sense? And I'm gonna give you a quick example of something that happened actually last month. Someone that I love and I care for very deeply was coming with me to something like pretty great that was happening for me. Like I got invited to a podcast. Like I'm not usually someone that get invited to things like that, but I got invited into a podcast and it was a pretty big deal because I didn't even know that they were that much of a big deal. Like in where I live, they're very popular, and they actually posted the video of me being in that podcast, and it reached probably 300, 400,000 views, and I myself probably get 100 views. So you know what, I was happy, okay, to go. But while I was going with that person that I love and I care for, I'm not mad at them, but while I was going and I was stressed in the car, that person told me, enjoy your 5 minutes of glory. And it was not registering with me while she said that because, again, I was stressed. I don't know why I was stressed. I've never been on a podcast, I've never been like in a live TV, whatever thing. I don't know what was gonna happen. I've never been in a studio. I was just so stressed. And even like a little bit of the attitude that she was having of me having this opportunity or doing this basically told me that, you know what, I still love this person. I still very care for this person. But maybe they're not able to receive when someone else is winning. You know what I mean? Because when this person is winning, I'm cheering. I'm buying flowers. I'm doing this. I'm doing parties. But when I have a moment, then it was just like, yeah, just 5 minutes and it's gone. It's never gonna happen again. That kind of break my heart. It basically showed me that you don't need to share everything with everyone. Not everyone is ready to receive your time. But when it's their time, they want you to be happy for them. But then when it's your time, it's like they never had a time before. They can't put themselves aside to cheer for you. Now they're negative for you. So from that moment on, I realized that, you know what? I don't need everybody to celebrate with me. Because if your way of celebrating is bringing me down, then I don't need you to know my business goal, my life goals, what I'm wishing for. I don't want you to know these things. And lastly, I'm gonna leave you with that. As a person that is an introvert, maybe it's a little bit easy for me to not discuss these things with everybody, not be on the phone telling people like, yo, this is my business. Like, I am a person that I'm able to keep all of that inside, but maybe for some people it's not that easy. But if you're someone that it's not easy for you to, hold it in and keep things private, this is what I'm gonna leave you with. Try journaling, try writing it down. One thing that was very helpful for me when I couldn't stop talking to people about my business, and every time that I would talk, I feel like everything would come crumbling down. It's almost like I was missing on my blessings because I keep opening my mouth. I started journaling and I started talking to God. And now I am that person that talked to myself in the car. And I used to look at my mom when she talks to herself thinking like, why is she talking? When I was young, I saw my mom talking to herself. I thought to myself, why is this lady talking to herself? And she used to tell me, I'm talking to God. And I was just like, what is she talking about? I get it. Okay. I get it. I get it. Yo, I will sit down in my room. I will sit down in my car and have like literally 30 minutes to an hour conversation with myself. I need to get it out. I need to talk, and I will talk to God. If you need to talk and you're not able to keep something private, journal. If journaling doesn't work, podcast to yourself. To yourself. If podcasting to yourself, voice memo doesn't work, writing on your phone doesn't work, talk to God. Let it out. Sometimes we think that we need someone to talk to. And if you have that person that you can talk to that is not judging you, I'm not telling you to not talk to them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if you're surrounded by people that maybe don't want the best for you, or if you have good news, they never seem happy for you, then talk to God. Talk to God. He's listening, he's waiting, he's willing to hear you. This is the 5 things that I keep private, 5 plus. But what do you keep private? Do you have other things that you keep private in your life? And if you do, please let me know in the comments down below. Let's have a conversation, and I'll see you in the next one.